Best 10 crime games you need to play. Hello and welcome to MoGame channel. Some video games have players take the role of a hero who does everything within their power to stop injustice, and other video games let players actually be that injustice. There's a big fascination with walking down a darker path and exploring the seedy underbelly of the world of crime. It can be pretty fun to take part in fictional crimes, from heists to assassinations. Here are the best 10 crime game you need to play. So, enjoy the video.
What are you doing here?
She's my daughter too. See? Problem solved.
Number 10. Mafia III. All of the Mafia games are huge explorations of corrupt societies and the tug-of-war between police and criminals. Mafia III has its flaws, but it's a sequel that makes up for them with the strong decisions it makes in its story. The game looks at a veteran who's out for revenge against the Italian mob, but the questions that it asks about race and responsibility really push the game into more complex psychological territory. Mafia III is a thorough dive into crime, but it's also so much than that. It was released in October 2016 for PlayStation 4, Windows, and Xbox One, in May 2017 for macOS, and in October 2021 for Google Stadia. Number 9. Payday 2. The big heist or big score is a common trope in the best crime thrillers. Maybe someone wants to rob a bank or a jewelry store, but no matter what, they need a team to get it. Some crime games simulate the feeling of executing a heist, but Payday 2 nails it. Payday 2 is a multiplayer-oriented title that casts players as a team of criminals tasked with doing everything from robbing banks to cooking meth in the middle of a firefight. Due to the variety of difficulty levels, objectives, and team builds the game offers, every match feels different. The game is available on PC, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Number 8. The Warriors. Before Rockstar Games got in the habit of releasing a new title once every several years, the company actually produced a string of compelling smaller hits. Among those smaller hits was this cult classic gang-themed beat-em-up title based on the hit 1979 film, The Warriors. As in the film, the protagonists, the titular Warriors gang, are trying to make their way back to Coney Island while being pursued by both police and rival gangs. The game recreates countless scenes from the movie and even utilizes much of the film's soundtrack. Heck, Rockstar even hired the original actors to reprise their roles. However, the game doesn't just retread familiar ground. Rockstar also added many new segments, including an origin story that recalls how the Warriors rose through the ranks of gang hierarchy. The game is available on PlayStation 2, Xbox and PlayStation Portable.
If this truce is off, anything could hit us between here and that train.
Number 7. A Way Out. In A Way Out, one player controls Vincent Moretti while the other takes the role of Leonard Leo Caruso. The two characters meet while in prison, and, thanks to a stroke of luck, they eventually team up, break out of prison, and bond during the aftermath. While A Way Out relies on its relatable characters, it excels in gameplay. The title is a two-player experience at heart, so cooperation is key. A Way Out's various challenges force players to work as a team and also makes them feel like one. The game was released for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on March 23, 2018, selling over 1 million copies in 2 weeks.
She's my daughter too. See? Problem solved.
Number 6. Watch Dogs 2. The original Watch Dogs wasn't a complete disaster, but it was certainly a disappointment. Chief among that game's many signs and shortcomings was the fact that it didn't come anywhere close to realizing the potential of an open-world crime game focused on hacking the planet. Well, Watch Dogs 2 not only realizes the potential of that same concept, but explores new possibilities most of us probably never even considered. At the very least, Watch Dogs 2 improves upon so many of the little problems that made its predecessor such a chore to play. More importantly, Watch Dogs 2 embraces that hack-everything concept we only saw glimpses of in the previous game. As others have pointed out, Watch Dogs 2 is that rare modern open-world crime game that truly treats its sandbox environment like a playground. Indeed, there are times when Watch Dogs 2 makes you feel more like a superhero than a criminal or anti-hero. It was released for the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One in November 2016, for Amazon Luna in November 2020, and for Stadia in December 2020.
Not be silent. It's time we stand together.
The numbers haven't stopped climbing.
Number 5. L.A. Noire. L.A. Noire is Rockstar Games' epic love letter to the film noir genre. It's a vast title that tries to get the player lost in this retro world. The story, missions, and the amount of options that are available when it comes to making decisions are all reasons to love L.A. Noire. The game actually has something to say, but it's presented in an immaculate package that's a powerful culmination of Rockstar's previous work. Despite the game's huge size, it's recently been ported over to the Nintendo Switch so a whole new audience can appreciate its moody storytelling and gameplay. The game is available on PC, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch.
Flanking me?
Answer the question. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Number 4. Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. Truth be told, the original Max Payne may feature a more compelling crime game atmosphere. That whole title is just such a gloriously over-the-top tribute to the hard-boiled world of the seediest cinematic criminal undergrounds you can imagine. However, Max Payne 2 is simply the better game. This sequel's airtight third-person shooter combat is highlighted by some of the most entertaining uses of the Havoc physics engine ever. The game's plot also leans into the delightfully ridiculous nature of its predecessor while still managing to deliver a genuinely compelling story of love, betrayal, and revenge. This game remains the perfect companion piece to your favorite action movie. The game is available on PC, PlayStation 2, and Xbox. Number 3. Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs tackles some tense material as it doesn't just explore a tense world of crime, but an undercover police officer's infiltration of the Chinese triad. This makes the gameplay quite suspenseful and conjures a Departed-like energy. Sleeping Dogs is excellent when it comes to shooting and fighting, but it's the stealth and exploration that helps set it apart. It's also one of the few crime games available with a robust parkour system. Square Enix is part of the team behind the title, and so it shouldn't be surprising that the game's story is just as fulfilling as the gameplay. The game is available on PC, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
Show these motherfuckers what it means to be Sun On Yee!
Number 2. Judgment. Judgment is a suspenseful take on the crime genre that's put together by the same accomplished team behind the Yakuza series. Judgment hinges around a series of Yakuza murders that prompts an investigation into who is behind these deaths. It's a deep game that uses problem-solving just as much as it does combat. It's a different spin on the corrupt stories that this team is used to telling. One of the best things about Judgment is how the protagonist is a private investigator and former lawyer, but very out of his league once he digs into this dark underbelly. The game is available on PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S.
Chase the truth as far as we can.
We gotta go all out if we wanna win. Too bad the pay sucks.
Don't hate, man.
Number 1. Yakuza 0. The Yakuza game franchise revolves around, as anyone could guess, a member of the Japanese crime syndicate. Yakuza 0 is a prequel to the first game and follows the series protagonist Kazuma Kiryu and Garo Majima as they found themselves involved in an incident that involves all of Japan's criminal organizations. Players control Kiryu and Majima, alternating between their side of the story. The Yakuza series is an action-adventure game that has plenty of side quests and mini-games that makes the game much more immersive, like running a business and playing arcade games. The game is available on PC, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. So, those are best 10 crime games you need to play. We hope this video is useful for you. If there are additional games that you find interesting to play, please add them in the comments column below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and turn on the bell so you can be notified when we upload a new video. See you on the next video.